What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. And since unboxing this phone, I have been very excited to make this full review because there's a few things you just need to know about. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, I am the Average Dad and I do reviews, first impressions, unboxing videos on pretty much every phone that's released, particularly from the Chinese, Asian markets. I do not discriminate against those outside of the Apple and Samsung ecosphere. Now, this video is about the OPPO X8 Pro, are always based on 5 categories: design, build quality, software, cameras, and price. Each category is scored out of 5 points, with a total of 25 points up for grabs. But unlike usual, I actually want to start with that price. And I want to start with the unboxing experience itself. The OPPO X8 Pro is available on the Average Dad Tech Store. Yes, I also have my own import company that happens to be surpassing the likes of Wanda, Gistop and Trading Shenzhen here in the UK and Europe. And on the store, there's the choice of 2 versions. You can go for the X8 Pro Chinese version or the X8 Pro Global. I have both, but I wanted to highlight the global version in particular. The global version is £865 on my store with £30 shipping, so £895 all in. Now that includes all customs and taxes for anything over £30. If you're charged any customs fees over the value of £30, the Average Dad Tech Store will take the hit. We will refund you the cost of that custom fee. Now, the actual box itself is different to what you're going to get if you order from OPPO directly. Because our global versions come straight from Hong Kong, they come with a UK charger because, for those that don't know, Hong Kong use UK wall sockets. So we are very, very lucky, because if you order from OPPO UK, you won't get a charger in the box or a case. Yes, I have had this confirmed by a friend. He ordered from OPPO UK just to test, and no case, no plug, just the phone and a charging cable. Unfortunate to see OPPO take this approach like Apple, Samsung and Google, but I guess it was Thanos inevitable. But as mentioned, you can get mine with the UK charger in the box and a very nice colour matched case. Now, the other thing about this, and this category is about price, is it's a hell of a lot cheaper. If you order from OPPO UK, you will be paying £1,049. And if you want the plug, add another £30 on top of that. Whereas, as mentioned, including shipping, you're about £900 from my store. Shipping is between 5 and 8 business days, but between you and I, they normally come sooner than that. So regarding all the specs that we're going to talk about in the other categories, I'm putting price first, and I have to give it a 4 out of 5 for price. With all the specs we're about to talk about, the quad camera lens, the screen, the battery, the fact that it's a global version, to get all this for £900 is, yeah, pretty damn impressive. So 4 out of 5 for price. Now for the next category, we have to talk design. Now, if we are being entirely honest, the OPPO X8 Pro looks a lot like most other flagship phones. I have all of them here with me. The Honor, the Vivo, they all just kind of look similar. They've got a circular or circular-ish camera bump in the back, centred. The OnePlus is slightly off-centre, I guess, but they're all following the same kind of design ethos. And it's not a bad thing. I do like the design. The one thing I would say with OPPO is they do give you options. So this black version is a smooth glass back. However, the white version, which you also get for global, is a plasticky feeling back. It is glass, but it's like a textured plastic feeling. It doesn't sound great, but in the hand it feels fine. Same with the OnePlus in that blue colour. OnePlus and OPPO, same company basically, they're giving you options, and I like that. So design is completely unoffensive. It's not going to turn many heads, but it's clean. And with those new squared off edges and the almost flat display, there are still slight teardrops across the edges, but it's getting very close to flat. I like it. It feels good in the hand, even though it is a 6.8-inch behemoth. And yeah, design wise, would I have liked a vegan leather back with OPPO X7 Ultra stitching like they used to do? Yeah, but again, doesn't offend anyone. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 for design. Now the next category carries over a bit from design, and it's overall build quality. If you're buying a flagship phone in 2024, there's a couple of things that it must have. It must have premium materials such as stainless steel, aluminium and Gorilla Glass Victus, or the company's own proprietary protection, just like Gorilla Glass. And of course the OPPO has this. The OPPO also comes with an IP68 water and dust resistance, so if you want to go ahead and use it in the pool, or if you want to go ahead swimming with it, or take it to the beach, you have no issues. Regular viewers to my channel will know that I review many foldable phones. Don't take them to the beach, you're asking for trouble. With a candy bar phone, you're A-OK. And just in terms of overall finishing with the build quality, everything about this phone is pretty immaculate. OPPO, for those that don't know, are one of the largest phone manufacturers on the planet. Yes, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? I've never heard of them. And I get it. Here in the Western market, we are kind of guarded from companies like OPPO and Xiaomi and Huawei. But when you've got 1 billion people in China all absolutely addicted to technology, phones like OPPO and Xiaomi and Huawei absolutely excel over there. So yeah, again, nothing groundbreaking, just a solid performance. I am going to give the build quality a 4 out of 5 though, because for me, having that IP rating and the feeling in the hand, yeah, most flagship, if you look back at any of my reviews, most flagships nowadays achieve the same sort of score, between 3.5 and 4 out of 5. So this gets a 4 out of 5. Now, moving on to the penultimate category. It's normally not the penultimate, but for this video, because I started with price, it is. It's software. And I am delighted to tell you that because this is a global version, or even if you go with the Chinese version, you are getting ColorOS 15. With its magic cards, with its widgets, with its shelf, with all the customization, the AI, circle to search, all your Google Gemini stuff's on deck, but you've got OPPO AI stuff on there as well. And I am very impressed with this software. You've got all your usual menus, and of course with it being global, you get smartwatch compatibility, you get Android Auto. It's just all the other little things that we take for granted, like the speedy animations, the fully customizable wallpapers, icons, text, fonts, everything about the phone, every inch of it is customizable. And then of course, to stress, because it's a global ROM, full Google Play Store out the box, Google location tracking, everything is just working seamlessly. And while you may not be au fait with OPPO, trust me, their software is absolutely nailed down. They know exactly what they're doing. I've absolutely loved using this phone for consuming content, just surfing around, multitasking. Because it is a near 6.8-inch screen, you can have split screen. There's so much you can do with this device. And I just want to touch on, before I score overall software, using the display for consuming content. It's a near quad HD display. It's like a 2K resolution panel, and it is bloomin' stunning. It gets up to like 5,000 nits of peak brightness. I have yet to see any scenario in direct sunlight, standing on the surface of the sun, where you're not going to be able to read the screen. And while I'm at it, I may as well just continue on with the internals here. I mentioned it's ColorOS 15. It's also the MediaTek Dimensity 9400S chip, and it is a speed demon. Compared to the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3, it wins. However, Snapdragon have now released their Snapdragon Elite, and it seems to be fairly remarkable. So if you are looking for a flagship phone with the best chipset, your choices are the Snapdragon Elite or the MediaTek Dimensity 9400. However, I will also stand my ground and say that any chipset from the 8 Gen 1 onwards is more power than you're ever going to need. With the AI integration, with the 16 gigabytes of RAM on here, UFS 4.0, half terabyte storage in all global versions, the internals of this phone and the software, I've kind of combined these into one category. Stunning. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Only Samsung's One UI, and if Vivo got their arse into gear and made Origin OS global, would achieve a 5. 4.5 out of 5 for ColorOS. And before I bring up the final category, which is going to be the camera round, I do just want to quickly remind you that you have 1 week to go. 1 week for you to sign up to a membership on Buy Me a Coffee. You can sign up for as little as $5 all the way up to $25. If you are a member here, you will be included in the giveaway. And what is the giveaway? Well, on December 1st, I will be doing a video where I will do a draw to see who has won a phone of their choice. Yes, from the Average Dad Tech Store, you can pick any phone, apart from the Huawei Mate XT, because let's just say that's an expensive tablet, but you can pick anything else. One lucky winner could be walking away with a phone with a value of up to £2,600. Yes, that is my way of giving back to the many, many members. We've had about 250 now. I can't thank you enough. If you want to sign up, the link to Buy Me a Coffee is in description, and you'll get added to the WhatsApp group. Just drop me a message on Instagram and I'll get you added to the WhatsApp members group chat. Now, the final round, cameras. I'm going to give you all 10 seconds to comment down below which phones out there in 2024, released in 2024, have quad cameras. I'll wait. Yeah, that list isn't long, is it? While there are many, many, many good camera setups, the only other one that probably comes to your mind is the Samsung S24 Ultra. And if you think that quad camera setup is good, the quad 50 megapixel setup on this is mind-blowing. 3 times optical, 6 times optical, all 50 megapixels, every single sensor pound for pound is larger than the Samsung. And OPPO's post-processing is fantastic. The app itself, with the Hasselblad partnership, the actual default camera app, is stunning. And I love that camera shutter sound. All the little things that go into making this overall photo and video experience just, honestly, it's a different level compared to most. My favourite system so far is Vivo, but OPPO is absolutely knocking at their door. I truly wish Vivo would introduce a 5 times optical zoom to go with their 3 times or 3.7 times zoom. The X100 Ultra still, even though this has a 6 times zoom, I do believe the X100 Ultra is the best zoom lens, but as an overall camera package, the photos and videos on this are just stunning. As you can see, I'm flashing these up as I'm talking, but I just want to focus on this video. This video was just taken in my back garden. It's been snowing here in Scotland. The zoom on video is not only like pinpoint sharp, it's stable. Like, it is unbelievable the clarity you're getting from like 20 times zoom using the video. Yeah, absolutely blown away by the OPPO. And I put in the group chat, which, by the way, this group chat was the one that decided the video today. Another benefit of being a member, you can help inform what videos you want to see. I was either going to do this review or a first impressions of the Honor Magic 7 Pro. I guess that'll be for another day. Maybe the members won't want one of those, but I'm sure they do. So, they've nailed it. Absolutely nailed it, in my opinion. And if it wasn't for the Vivo X100 Ultra having that zoom lens, actually, because it's quad lenses and because it's so consistent, I don't know, it's tough. You can let me know what you think of the photos I've posted, and you can let me know if I'm maybe being a bit biased or I've got recency bias with it. But the difference between this camera setup and the OnePlus 13 is night and day. You would think they'd be really close because they're sharing a couple of lenses and they're basically the same company. But in my opinion, they're not close. I'm going to give the OPPO, I'm going to curtail my excitement, I am going to give the OPPO a 4.5 out of 5. Now, before we talk about the final score, the total, which I'm still trying to work out in my head because I forgot what I gave certain categories, but I'll figure it out. I just want to mention a couple of other things. It's a 6,000 or 5,850 milliamp hour battery in here. There's 50 watts wireless charging and 100 watts wire charging. And as mentioned, you get the charger in the box with the global version from the Average Dad Tech Store. What this means is you will never have battery anxiety, because if you ever find yourself getting low on juice, plug it in for 15 minutes and it's gone from 0 to 50%. Not many phones out there, particularly from Google, Apple and Samsung, could get you to 50% in double that time. And again, the fact that it's got 50 watts wireless charging, everyone's winning. So overall, I gave this a 21 out of 25, putting it right near the top as one of the best smartphones I've ever reviewed. What comes close? Funnily enough, the OPPO X7 Ultra. And that's the one, because you know I'm addicted, I'm looking out for. I am hearing conflicting rumours about an Ultra variant this year, but I am standing strong that I do think there will be one. And if the X8 Ultra can give me just a slightly bigger screen and a vegan leather back, could be the best phone ever for me. Candy bar phone, obviously, not foldable. So you can let me know in the comments what you think of my scoring, and if you've got the X8 Pro Global, congratulations, you've got one of the phones of the year. Speaking of which, December 1st, that giveaway video will be included in my Phone of the Year 2024 video. Many categories will be discussed. As you know, I've had about, I think we're into the 80s now of phones I've had this year. Yeah, I know that's too many. If you've enjoyed this video, smash like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you've hit the subscribe button, because I post content 5 times a week on phones that not a lot of people cover. And if you are looking forward to the Honor Magic 7 Pro first impressions, I'll have that out very, very soon. Until next time.